Hey, what's up? This is MatteTCG, and this is my deck profile on Arceus Giratina. This is the deck that I brought over to the League Cup, and personally, for myself, I'm happy with the results of this deck and what it can do and how I did at the League Cup, so you can check out the vlog on how that went down. But for now, this is my deck profile. So before I get into the deck profile, I might as well explain, for those new to the channel or new to my TikTok, welcome. I hope you are here to stay. Thank you for watching the video. And second of all, if you want to get into playing Giratina Arceus, pretty much what this deck does is using Arceus here as the early game attacker to fuel your Giratina with a bunch of energy, so that in the mid to late game, Giratina can close out the games and get you victories, along with a plethora of support Pokemon to help those two legendaries kind of secure you the win. So without further ado, here is the deck profile. So first things first, I play the standard lineup of triple Arceus V-Star and quad Arceus V. This is kind of a very standard lineup for the deck. It's because this is your main kind of engine to get what you want, ranging from Arceus fueling Giratina with a bunch of energies or other Arceuses, and using Star Birth, the only V-Star ability used in this deck, to get whatever you need so you can get closer to that W. Next up, I play a 2-in-2 line of Giratina V-Star and Giratina V. This is your late game attack. So spoiler alert, you don't really use Star Requiem because that's more for Lost Box or Lost Tina decks. For an insta-kill, you mainly use it for the Star Birth. You mainly use him because that loss impact is huge with the 280, and it can rack up to about 310 with the choice band on the Giratina V-Star. And you just keep slamming that 280 number to close out your games for victory. So the main support Pokemon for my version of Arceus is I play the one Jirachi, the one Cyclizar, the one Squovit, one Bidoof, and one B-Barrel. So pretty much this is your kind of MVP of the deck, since what's unique about this Radiant Jirachi is that as long as you don't play Path to the Peak, you're going to be a-okay. But it's his ability, which is Entrusted Wishes, so you pretty much let an attacker just knock this person out, usually mostly the time with an attack, which is good, instead of the weird Sableye with the damage counters. But if you're lucky and get this guy damaged by an attack, and if this guy, gets a KO, you can get 3 cards from your deck, anything you want, and then bring it to your hand, and those 3 cards can help you secure that victory. Cyclizar over here is my spicy tech as well, where first of all, this guy has a no retreat cost, which is good. And if you start with both Cyclizar and an energy in your hand, that's really good, because you can just end the turn by drawing 2 cards. And if they set up, keep drawing those 2 cards so you can get more of a momentum. You could use the speed attack to kill smaller Pokemon. I tried doing that, but I just mostly used the touring, which helped me get what I need for victory. And the Squovit, Bidoof, B-Barrel, that combo is just good for resetting your hand. However, I am tempted to take the Squovit out of the deck since I didn't really use it too much, but I did use this sometimes, but I'm, on the fence about that right now. Other Pokemon in the deck include Spiritomb and Dunsparce. I'm tempted to take this one out, but Urshifu Inteleon is still a deck, and I'm surprised that a lot of Lugia decks use Stonejourner, so I might just keep him around still. This guy is always still good because, lockout basic Pokemon V's abilities, that's always good. So yeah, these two, still good Pokemon. I'm going to keep them around as long, before rotation or whatever. For trainers, I play triple Iono, triple Judge, triple Boss, one Professor's Research, one Raihan, and one Charon's Care. So pretty much these 3 are very standard. This one just fishes out any Vs you want to get free knockouts on. These are your basic hand disruption. This is draw power, that's always good. Raihan is always good because you can combo it off with Jirachi. Pretty much if they knock out your Pokemon last turn, you can play Raihan, fuel an energy, and get any card in your deck. This really pairs well with the Jirachi because you're practically getting 4 cards which you want from the deck. Charon's Care, I'm tempted to take it out, but it's still such a good pivot card on your Arceus particularly. But by the time they get damaged on the Arceus, you're just either going to switch Arceus out or, you know, let it die and then just like turn the game with Giratina. So I'll think about if I want to take this out. So some consistency items in the deck include Quad Ultra Ball, Playset and Nest Ball, and 2 trekking shoes. This is just pretty standard to get what you want from your deck to your hand. I might want to run 3 trekking shoes because that could be useful. But for now, I think this is an alright lineup. Okay, so play 1 switch and 1 escape rope as pivot items. This is just straightforward, just to switch in and out your Pokemon. You know, get Giratina out if it's too much damage, or get Arceus out if there's too much damage, or switch in Jirachi so you make sure it dies to get what you want. So yeah, this is just standard. The only equipment I play is the Choice Belt, and it just gives 30 more damage if you're fighting V Pokemon. Yeah, that's all I have for the Choice Belt. What sucks is I had a shiny one, but I bent it because I ran it over with my chair. Sad. So I don't mind using this one. The only stadium I play is Triple Path to the Peak. And the reason why I only run 3, I want to find a way to run 4, is because there's many cards that can search this card from your deck to your hand, such as Arceus himself, Jirachi, and Raihan, which you'll kind of like use. And you can even use Cyclizar to draw into a path if you get lucky. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Path. Just good card, and you can search it. I might want to run 4, so let's see what happens. My energy lineup, finally to top off the video, is place 4 Psychic Energy, 4 Grass Energy, 4 Double Turbo, 1 Jet, and 1 V-Guard. So I'm really happy about the Jet Energy because you know, some run 2 V-Guard, but I like Jet because you get to pivot and push up a Giratina if it's ready to attack, or push up Arceus when it's ready to attack. 4 Double Turbo is standard, and this is a bit of a cheese, and unfortunately I haven't gotten off. So if you look closely at Jirachi, it just costs 2 normal energies or 2 colorless energies, which DTE can support for Jirachi. And it has the effect, if you like flip 2 coins, if both of them are heads, your opponent active Pokemon is knocked out. So if you do manage to get that off, that's a really great way to like cheese your opponent. So I really like that. These 2 are just standard for Giratina. But yeah, that's all for my energy. I like the Jet Energy personally. And that's all for my deck profile. Thank you for watching. I know it was a little bit long, but you know, have a great, good night, day, whatever. Just thank you again. And I hope to see you all again.